and welcome back to From the Banking. We have went live on YouTube again, and this week we are going to be talking to Finn. Hello, Finn. Welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you. It's amazing to be back.
Excellent. And I also have my two partners in crime. I have Aaron and Amber. Hello.
Hello.
So some of you might be wondering why Finn is back on the podcast. Well, it's not just because he's a very good friend of the podcast, but it's also because this week we're going to be going over our 2026 Formula One predictions that we did a few episodes ago, but now we're going to do them again after testing to see if there's any difference in what we think. Aaron's trying to get out already because I know who his WDC champion was going to be.
Yeah.
Don't sneak away, Aaron. Don't sneak away.
The only reason we're doing this is because you didn't want to have your WDC pick linked to you forever.
I am not coming back in December to... let's have a look at our predictions again. World Driver Champion. Aaron, you said Fernando Alonso. He is 21st in the championship. I am not doing that.
Well, unfortunately, Aaron, the first video that did the predictions, it still will be there with your World Drivers Champion as Fernando Alonso.
Yeah. And so if Alonso wins it, then it's an absolutely cool entry, that's all I'm saying. But
aye.
They've just been
but no, for
absolutely sandbagging.
Aye, for everyone listening on, if you're watching on YouTube or if you're listening to this on Saturday when it gets released, please, can you please go onto the YouTube channel and subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will be notified every time we upload another video and every time we go live. Because I now know that the whole of my family are going, oh, God, he's live. But yeah, because that's what happens in this house. So we'll go with the same format as the last time, Amber. Can you ask the questions?
So, the first, I'm going to do this in a really random order because why not? And everyone has frozen on my screen. I'm going to do this in a random order. We are going for most improved first. And previously, my most improved was Kimi Antonelli. I have changed that now to Franco Colapinto.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
Why Franco, must I ask?
To be honest, I don't know. I will be honest with you, I did not watch any of testing, so a lot of this was done by my boyfriend who did watch testing. So, blame him.
Your boyfriend's Argentinian. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I wouldn't say no if he was. But...
Gee, it's one.
Oh dear.
They just want to give me editing, that's all it is. They just want to give me editing.
Aaron, you understand the Argentinian joke there.
I don't think I want to, Amber.
Let's just say big.
Okay,
sorry, John.
Right, let's move on. Finn.
Yes, Finn. Who is your most improved?
My most improved. I can't actually remember what I did last time, but I have it as Haas right now because I think from last season they had a miserable start to the season, and I think their testing went phenomenally. I think they were doing very, very well. They were very, very fast, and they seemed to be quite reliable as well. So, yeah, my biggest improver in that sense has been Haas.
That's not a bad shout, actually, because if you look at Ollie Behrman, I mean, he's top of the midfield in testing. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Ocon's a little bit further back, but yeah, they're probably a little bit further up than they were last year.
Yeah,
that's a good shout. Aaron?
Right. My last time when I said biggest improvers, it was Sauber / Audi when I was on the Audi hype train. Still kind of am, but being a bit realistic here. I'm going to go with a team who's just a bit behind Haas, but as far as I'm aware, and go with Alpine as my biggest improvers.
Okay.
Okay.
John, who or what is your most improved?
I'm not for team wise, I'm going to go for driver wise, and I'm going to go off the timing for the whole of the testing in Bahrain, and I'm going to change mine to Pierre Gasly.
Ooh,
because out of the top ones, i.e. Leclerc, Antonelli, Piastri, I keep forgetting I've got another camera here. Out of Leclerc, Antonelli, Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, Russell, Hamilton, then it's Gasly. So, looking on that, I mean, he was running the softest tyre that they could, which was the C5. He was running that when he did that time. And the rest were running the hard tyre above him. So it might not be as representative. But going by the time, 133.421, I'm going to go with Gasly for most improved. We'll see how it goes during the season, but that's what I'm going with.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
Also, Pierre's
So
a good driver. It
three
makes
out-
sense.
Yeah. 3 out of 4 of us have gone for Alpine or Alpine adjacent. Very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, Finn's got a bit of logic behind it as well.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be more realistic there.
I am doing it completely biased as an Ollie Behrman fan. I cannot lie.
I don't blame
Fair.
you. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But Amber, what's next?
Yes, I will do flop of the season. This isn't my flop of the season. My flop of the seasons would still be Hamilton. But according to my boyfriend who watched testing, his flop of the season would be Williams and specifically Carlos Sainz.
Whoa.
I would agree with
Whoa.
Williams.
Whoa.
Yeah, I
We
would
are
agree
not
with
dissing Carlos
Williams, but
Sainz like
no. Yeah, like I don't.
But do we think Williams have slid behind because they didn't get to the first testing, like the Barcelona?
Probably.
Exactly.
So they were a little bit behind before they got to
Yeah.
Bahrain.
Yes.
So that
I think
definitely
they
probably would
failed.
have helped.
I think they failed a couple of crash tests as well, which certainly
Yeah.
also
Yes.
wouldn't.
And
have
Williams is
helped.
still overweight as well. So when
Yeah.
they lose that weight, they'll be a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
But just like you got on
Christopher,
you for that's an Oscar, I'm getting on you for that.
What I
So,
can
Christopher,
say
I
is
know you'll
one
be
of the Williams, in fact, the two Williamses that are down near the bottom of the list for testing are running the same engine as one of the teams that is at the top of testing. So, yeah, they're running the same engine as McLaren. They've got a Mercedes customer engine in it. So, is it just the fact they've been behind with the first bit of testing,
Yeah.
so they're going to be behind with the second set of testing. Saying that, the team at the bottom of the testing actually did make it to the first testing as well, but they're slap bang at the bottom. But we'll get into that later.
Yeah, I wonder who that is. Finn, go on. Who's your flop of the season?
Flop of the season. I've gone a bit mental with this one, to be fair. And I've
God.
gone with the regulations. I don't think there will be that many overtakes. I don't think it will be that much of an improvement in racing. I think it will make, from what I've heard, the drivers have said that it's harder to overtake. They've tried to do some overtakes in testing, and it's been ridiculously difficult. The whole battery issues as well that they've been encountering.
Yeah. Am I right
yeah,
that
I
I
think-
seen when they were overtaken, they can literally lose the whole battery halfway down the straight, and then they don't have any more power
Yes.
to carry that
Yeah, I
on.
want to say
Yes.
Hadjar, and he was overtaking somebody on the main straight. And they're racing. He gets up to about there, and then Hadjar loses his battery, and then the car ahead loses his battery, and he gets him into turn one.
Yeah.
I think it's either going to be very interesting or just horrific to watch. We're going to have a 4 a.m. March 8th wake up to see either absolutely class racing or the exact opposite. I think it's going to be no between, really.
or like
Yeah.
3 safety cars.
Yeah, but this is Formula One as well, so you've got to remember that they will evolve throughout the year,
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly.
and they will find different ways of making the battery last longer or that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It will evolve over the year. So, but yeah, I think you're right. I think it will take, like you say, Aaron, the first race, maybe even the first 2 or 3 races, up to maybe, I don't know. Bahrain is the first one where they haven't gave us the tyre choice yet. That's the first one, 10th to 12th of April. By the time they get to Bahrain, hopefully they've managed to iron out some of these things, because it's going to make for a crap spectacle if you can't overtake.
Mhm.
It'll be like watching Ski Electric, won't it?
Yeah.
Just sort of going off for a bit here. While we're talking about regulations, Ferrari's rear wing, what we all think of it?
Oh, the
Smart.
kebab.
I think it's really cool.
The gymnast.
Yeah, there's something's dumb name for this, isn't there?
I'm thinking it comes down to the fact that Ferrari started development on this car before any other team.
Yeah.
They've had longer to think about design, and they've had longer to do testing and stuff. And in fact, if you look at the Ferrari, look at, say, Verstappen, and then say, look at Ocon, the idea is all the same, where the wing goes flat, but all three have got a totally different way of doing it. So the Alpine goes flat down, the Red Bull comes up and makes like a rectangle. Then obviously, as we know, the famous spinny one from Ferrari. I think, I think the the aero, I think it's a good thing because it's allowed for different types of thing. It's not like DRS is basically DRS is down, up, down, up. This is giving the designers kind of free reign to say this might work and this might work and this might work, which makes it a little bit more exciting, especially when the batteries run out halfway down the straight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's interesting as well because when you look at it, the reason for I've gone away with it is because the regulations, as far as I'm aware, is basically you win as to open in 0.4 seconds or something like that, and then that's it. It's just got to open. There's nothing about how much the gap is, nothing about how much you can rotate. So it does big question there as well. If the rear wind's got a bit sloppy on the like, what can you do, what can you not? We'll find other stuff like the front wind, for example, is something they never find to innovate. So
Another interesting thing for me is the front wing moves as well.
Yeah,
as you know. Now, when these guys last year were braking, I'll be completely off with this, right? But I think there was something like 3 or 4G they were feeling when they braked. That's got to be higher if you've got no resistance. Then all of a sudden, the two of them are coming up and giving you resistance as well as the braking.
It's definitely harder than drivers. It is. That's pointing obvious at that point. You get the point. It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
It will be interesting, that's for certain.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, just on your point about Ferrari there, John, they actually moved a whole load of their engineers from the World Endurance Program or the World Endurance Championship over to F1. So I don't know if that's going to play into anything with the car that we haven't seen. Because obviously, World Endurance, you've got to have your car running for at most 24 hours non-stop. So they know how to build a car.
I was going to say they're going to have data over 24 hours, whereas with Formula One, they're limited to, I don't know, what, 5 hours a weekend or something, an hour of practice. Well, 1, 2...
You get 4 hours before the race.
Aye. They're not getting much out of it, but it was probably a good move from Ferrari to move them across.
Yeah.
And do you know what? It's the same as any workplace. If you get a chance to go and work in a Formula One team, especially Ferrari, I know you may be working in WEC, but you're going to work harder and you're going to try and do your best because you've had the chance to step up to Formula One.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It is quite interesting trying to move stuff over because the second that they've moved people over from WEC, which have been a very successful program as far as I'm aware, they've started going out with these like innovative designs. They look at the top of the pack. You know, it's going to be interesting to see if they do Ferrari it and not win anything. Or if they do just push it all the way through, win the world title, Charles Leclerc's final world champion, get in there. That'd be brilliant, you know?
Do you know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to rein it back in, mate. Formula One. Go for it, Aaron.
Yeah, let's go. So we were on flop of the season, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. I'm going to be very, very boring. Aston Martin. Completely gone off.
Bold.
What? Have you seen that guy?
Why Aston Martin?
I'm joking.
Yeah, like, why Aston Martin? What's happened to them?
Well, I mean, taking the fact that they're how many seconds off the pace?
Let me see. 5 seconds roughly.
Yeah. There's rumours going about that they might not even get 107% rule. I'm hearing, which I think you can feel free to bring me on here. I think will be the first time the 107% rule is going to end up being used to actually not qualify a car for a race. I haven't crashed. It's set time.
The 107% rule has been in play before, but it's never been used.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if Aston Martin turn up and actually can't get within 107%. If they'll be able to race.
Formula One going to allow that because they've advertised there's going to be 11 teams and 22 drivers on the grid for the first race. Are they going to allow it? Are they going to let them race anyway?
Yeah, but then again, if they do let them race, then what's the point in the rule being there?
But also, you need to set a time and qualify. Like, if you don't, with the same 107% rule, if you don't set a time in qualifying, that you're still allowed to race because of practice.
Yeah. And do you know what, mate? Honda, as an engine manufacturer, did so good for Red Bull. They might turn it round, mate, in all honesty. Because it is literally just the two cars with the Honda engines in it that are at the bottom of the timing screen, in all honesty. If they can turn it round with the aerodynamic god as the team principal.
Yeah, I feel for Adrian because he has done some interesting things with the car. I mean, he came out in Barcelona with the little wing things on the
Oh, the devil horns.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's Adrian Newey is a really good designer, but then yet again, it's sort of engine mainly regulations. So there's only so much you can really do with car design. If you haven't got good engine behind you, you don't go anywhere. You know.
That's true, but if you're 5 seconds off in a total time, if your aero is the best it can be, then you're going to go in the corners quicker than everybody else.
Yeah, I think it is the best it can be at the moment. But yeah, back on topic. John, what's yours?
I'm being very boring with you, mate. I'm going to go with Cadillac again, just because they're at the bottom of the timing screens,
Fair.
and they're running
fair.
a Ferrari engine. The fastest car in testing was the Ferrari. Hamilton, Berman, and Ocon, who are also using Ferrari engines, are midfield, top to midfield, and they're just at the bottom. So I'm going to go with Cadillac on that one.
I can see
Fair enough.
Cadillac being slow, poor for the first few races. But then as we go on in the season, I think they will improve, sort of push into the points, get maybe a couple, because they have got two very good drivers in the car.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're all right later on in the season. But then, again, from then, not really.
Yeah.
Doing
And
great,
like I said in the pre-show chat that we had, this is only testing. We don't know if these times are the fastest times that those cars could have done. They could have been full of fuel. The testing program might just have been aerodynamics. It might just have been tire testing. We don't know.
Yeah.
Are we boring you, Finn?
No, sorry, it's been a long day at university today.
What's the next
right.
one, Amber?
It is World Constructors Champion. Now,
Oh, that's a good one.
last time I put down Red Bull Racing. This time, my partner believes it will be Mercedes. And I can understand why.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought the song flop.
No, we are on
No, I
World
forget what-
Constructors.
No, we've moved on, Aaron.
Yeah.
No, we're on Constructors.
What I
Right,
think what
excuse me.
Mercedes have to do is they need to. Obviously, they've got a decent driver in George and Kimi, but
Mhm.
Kimi might not have the experience to keep up there every race to get the points.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm hoping he does, but if
Yeah.
his inexperience comes out, he might have a few offs and DNFs. Especially
Yeah.
if he's at the front, because his qualifying pace is great. He's going to be right in the middle of it. Do you get what I mean?
So you're saying he's going to do a Lando Norris?
whoa.
Whoa. Let me just remind you who bottled the championship last season.
Yeah, good point.
1 second, guys. I'll be back in 1 second.
But then there's a very nice Australian who was very, very kind that gave a little kiss to the barrier at turn 5 in Azerbaijan.
There we go.
Again,
I can't
I think
stand
it round
You're
with it's Mark Webber's client, isn't he?
Yeah.
Apparently. I don't know, he's probably some
Yeah, he's a bit mad. Anyway, I'm quickly. I'll be 2 seconds. Hold on.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
I
guys.
don't really know who it was. I'll be honest with you guys. It
I'm
was somebody-
sorry. I
what
live
was
with
it?
I live with 3 women in this house, and I know the face that Amber is now showing. So I'm putting my hat back on. The Lando Norris one's gone.
I'm just trying to keep that.
Just remember. Just
I can't even, I
remember.
don't even have anything to retaliate. The closest thing I have is literally a Charlotte calendar.
Hold on.
So I don't even have
How
anything to
about-
retaliate with.
We go with this one. We could go with this one. Because this one's nothing to do with it at all. We'll just go with the Apex one.
Yeah, the Apex GP. I still haven't seen that movie because of the way it
What?
represents women. But anyway, that is a completely different choice. Who's next on the World Drivers? World Constructors Champion. Fucking
Ben.
anyone
That's you,
but
Finn.
Well, I have also said, I said it last time and I stuck with my guts. I'm keeping with McLaren because I still think with that Mercedes engine, I know Mercedes has the newest spec of engine in testing and all of their customer teams had an old spec. McLaren were still up there. They were still up top at times. Am I 100% confident? No. But I still believe that they are very, very fast and they can engineer a good car. And that is what I know.
And what
And they've
about
got a new
multi-hat?
spec engine.
The new spec engine, aye. What about multi-hat
Yeah.
in the corner? What's your prediction?
I don't even think they'd say it. I think
multi-hat, Seb, multi-hat.
I mean, there's a very nice looking logo right there. I mean, I think we're going McLaren. I think we're sandbagging a bit. We're going to Australia. Lando Norris wins the race. Oscar Piastri spins off and finishes. Sorry, that happened
How
last year.
dare you? You put that on the man in his home fucking race. Well,
Whoa, bleep it out, bleep it
forgive
out.
me for
Landy,
saying
Landy,
this. I'm changing
We are
my
live on
property.
YouTube.
I successfully
Too
reached
fucking bad. Do not put that out into the world, otherwise I will put out into the world that your driver, as in a Mr. Lando Norris, will bottle it, will lose the championship, and will DNF at his two home races. Because obviously he's got Belgium and Silverstone. So,
And he'll probably do it. He'll
What?
right outside the Lando.
Amber is
Hold.
okay.
1-0. Just saying.
Amber is stable. Her internet connection isn't, but Amber is stable.
I was going to say,
Anyway, John.
Okay, so I'm changing mine, and I
Alright.
think constructors this year, again, I'm going on the timing screens, might actually be Ferrari. Because if they can keep it up the way they did it in testing, then Hamilton is going to be a lot happier in the car. And if Hamilton is happier in the car, he should perform better in the car. Because I think he was shocking last year because he lost all his, what did they call it, mojo.
Yeah.
And nothing was going right for him. And you know yourselves when you're in a downer and you just, I'll just go and drive.
Yeah.
And nothing. I think hopefully now with the car the way it is, they should be able to get the constructors.
I think we're forgetting a very crucial point here, in that it is Ferrari that run that team.
Yeah, I know.
We're not one there, really, are we?
Like, if you were talking Mercedes Hamilton, sure. But it's Ferrari Hamilton. Unless Kim
Yeah.
Kardashian can pull something out of Lewis that we have not seen in years, then
What I'm saying as well, by the way, is Hamilton in his previous two teams in the second year with McLaren and Mercedes has won the championship. So does he keep it going? I mean, it could happen. You know.
But would he
I'll
win
make
his
sure to follow it.
would he win his ninth championship after that, do you think?
What, 9th? I reckon if he wins at 8th, he's going to pull Nico to start after.
What do you mean? Every Wednesday it was stolen from Max Verstappen? Controversial.
It was
Hold on a
one
second,
fair
right.
and square.
Hold on a
You
second. I
just
am set on this
can't
debate right here, right now. Lando. Lewis deserves to win the race. Max deserves to win the title.
Fair enough.
End
Fair
of the day.
enough.
But if Lewis deserved to win the race, he would have won the title.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but
then
that's only
also,
'cause he cheated in
certain race at
Silverstone.
Somebody got punted off into the barrier at about 100. Let's say. 20 miles.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Hold on. Finn. Finn.
But
Did you
seriously,
not?
though, I mean,
Did Finn not just say cheating at Silverstone?
Yeah.
That was kind
Yeah.
of like that Oscar fella last year when he braked in front of Max Verstappen.
oh yeah.
And also, when Oscar cheated
mean,
in
hey.
Silverstone.
And then Max had the spin, yeah, and you got really unlucky.
Yeah.
Penalty. Well, if you had to pick the penalty was fair, she revert the order.
And then
What can
Lando
I
went and won his home race.
Yeah, Lando.
Who didn't win their home race last year? I can't quite
Huh?
remember.
Wait,
What was
He
it?
lost to Piastri did. But he
Sure,
I
did
don't
it.
think he
Leclerc.
did yet.
if I remember correctly?
I also
'cause Lando won
don't
his.
think I don't think Ocon did either, or Hulkenberg, or
Oh, maybe
Stroll.
because Ocon didn't have a home race.
Or
Ocon
Alonso.
had a home race.
Oh, but Ocon's
I'm
fine.
pretty sure.
I suppose that.
Was Lando not did Lando not win everyone's home race last season?
Oh yeah, good point. He did win everyone's home race. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Did he not DNF in
Yeah.
Zandvoort? Or am I
Yeah,
thinking
Oh, he
of
did.
that?
his engine gave
Oh,
up.
yeah,
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 that's the other one.
correction. Yeah.
So there you go.
Aye.
I remember
When his
that.
engine
That
blew
was
up.
the best day.
Amber, we
Sorry,
need the
can you
next
say the light?
question, please. Next question, please.
Finn, can you remind us all how many points behind was Lando Norris?
The
after-
next question is surprise of the season.
2-4.
Now, my surprise of the season last time was Colapinto gets the podium. I am actually going to follow in the footsteps of a Mr. Formula Finn over there and say it's going to be a Haas podium. It would be a surprise of the season for me.
I think you've stolen that from my last prediction, our last predictions video, because that's exactly
Probably.
what I said for our
Yeah.
last prediction. Because I edited it before this podcast.
Yeah, for all the reasons Finn gave in that, I think, and what we've said previously about Haas, I think, well, Chris thinks that they're going to do good, but I think it's not going to be Esteban Ocon who gets that podium, and I don't think that's a very controversial thing to say.
I don't think so. I think it has to be a good season for them. It really, it would be incredible.
Yeah.
We just
So
need
fun
like
get
a,
out
news.
there.
Say that again, Amber?
we just need like a Nico Hulkenberg style podium at Silverstone.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you're right. We do.
Yeah, that was a second good event of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finn, what's your prediction?
My surprise of the season is Leclerc is in the top 2 of the World Drivers' Championships.
That's a bit harsh
Oh.
on Charlotte, is it not?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think second would be phenomenal, based
Yeah.
on all the pre-testing chatter.
Yeah. And
Ferrari look
especially,
fast.
especially after where he finished last season. 2 would be,
Exactly.
be amazing.
They look fast, and it does kind of spoil it for my World Drivers' Championship because that means Charles Leclerc is not my World Drivers' Champion. However, you'll need to stay tuned and listen to the rest of the podcast to hear that.
It's
on the
fine. His
backlog.
World Drivers Champion is Lando Norris, and he's going to piss me off with
No,
Just on that Ferrari part, just a thought there. Ferrari twice now have a real film, whatever it was, the Ferrari Test Center, and Bahrain have maximized the mileage they can do. I can't tell if that's just like just strategy, get the most data they can, or if that's like they might be slightly worried about something, maybe later on down the line. This just comes to my head. Probably just a bunch of rubbish, I'll be honest.
So did you say Ferrari did the most mileage they could do at the testing? Is that what you said there?
On the reveal thing they did, they went right to the maximum mileage they can do. And at Bahrain,
yeah,
they
Fiorano.
went to the maximum fuel that they could do as well.
Right.
Just ignore that. I'm just being dumb. Just ignore me. Anyways,
Happily.
what are we on? Surprise of the season.
Yes.
So we've got Big Improvers, lot for the season, which I forgot to say for me was Ferrari and Colapinto, which is quite ironic since Ferrari are absolutely smoking everybody right now. But my surprise of the season is going to be the same as Amber, but Pacific. I'm saying an Ollie Behrman podium.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that just because Oliver Behrman is just the greatest
Yeah, he's just-
driver
he's just
to
a goat,
ever
isn't
walk
he?
this planet? Yeah.
Ollie Behrman,
Yeah.
World Drivers Champion, 2027. Cool, I know. Amy, John.
I'm going to stick with my original. I'm going to say my surprise of the season is Isaac Hadjar. No, he
Okay.
was one of the ones that did the least amount of laps in the Bahrain testing. And he only did, 561, Hadjar, 420 miles all in. But yeah, I'm going to still stick with Hadjar. I think if he'd been out longer, he would have got more confidence and he would have built it up and got further up the timesheets. It just so happens that that's the only mileage he got in. So yeah, I'm sticking with Hadjar for that one.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Go for it, Amber.
Too many cats can get on this hat stand for them.
Race of the season. Oh, bye, Aaron.
Well, it's okay.
Race of the season. My race of the season has not changed, so it's going to be Zandvoort.
Yeah, no, we're actually being greedy.
Yes, but I bet you John's hasn't changed, and his will still be Silverstone.
Oh.
See, points being backed up, yeah? Hold on.
It's no my turn yet. It's Finn's turn now.
Well,
Yeah.
for the rest of the season, me personally, I have changed mine. I did originally say Monaco. That was pure hopes and prayers. That was me trying to manifest something into happening. No, but I have changed mine into being
As you deserve, Aaron.
Brazil. Brazil, yes. It's always good over at Sao Paulo. It's a great track. There's always great racing and there's always great action. That's sort of where my thinking's going.
Fair.
Aaron, what do you think?
Yeah, let's stop mocking about the hats. My race of the season is actually the exact same as Finn's. I've gone Brazil because I'm predicting a bucket ton of rain, as Brazil normally provides, and a Ollie Behrman super drive for his podium.
Incredible.
Those are
Cool.
very
I reckon that's
specific
realistic.
predictions, not going to lie.
You went very quiet, Amber.
Those are very specific predictions, not gonna lie.
This is no
Right,
like
we heard that picture
ASMR. I'm
of the touring
listening
car
to.
one, didn't we? I mean, the touring car one was going to be the final lap at Brands Hatch.
Yeah. Well, I've went with two.
Let's have it.
I've went with two this time. So obviously, my race
Okay.
of the season the last time was going to be Silverstone.
Is it both of them? Not both of them. I'm for Shark, Stork.
Oh, okay, she's changed the device. Right. Okay, she's coming back.
Okay.
I'll
That's
wait.
nice.
I'll wait until I
I'll
see a
come back.
picture. There we go.
You're
Oh.
on mute.
No, you're on mute.
Oh, it's happened again. Oh no. Anyways, while we're sitting there waiting for Amber to come back,
I think she should sing some Michael Bublé when she gets back to test her microphone's all working.
And who's the touring car champion this season?
Touring car champion Tom Ingram.
Come on, Gordon Shedden, man, have some faith.
I do have faith. Gordon Shedden, I do believe could do it, but Tom Ingram is where it's at.
I believe in Gordon Shedden champion 2026. Amber is still on mute, so I'm aware. Guns need to take a while.
There you go.
There.
He's alive.
I can hear. We
Perfect.
can hear.
Go.
Really,
go.
you're going who's your touring car champion?
Me,
Yes, you.
I think she caught the end of the
I'm-
conversation there.
Yeah.
Tom Ingram.
So you're not going with everyone else here and going with Daniel Robot.
Oh, I didn't say Robo, did I?
No. I think Tom Ingram. I still think Tom Ingram's the best.
It's gonna be realistic. It's gonna be Tangram, Sutton, and Robo flattening it out. In my dreams, Gordon Shedden, if you're listening to this, get in the the championship fight. I need this.
I
And
don't
come
think
on the
Robo will be
podcast
in
while
it.
you're there.
Sorry, did you
I
give
don't
you?
think Robo. Sorry.
No, it's all right. No, fire away, Mick. Fire in.
I don't think Robo will be in the championship fight.
I mean, it's Plato, no, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also a brand new team.
Yeah, but it's Plato.
That's exactly why.
Yeah, new infrastructure, new cars.
I mean,
Because mind
I
we
reckon-
talked about this on the BTCC podcast,
Hmm.
and that was my thing. Was it's a new team and it's a new style of
Yeah.
car. It's never been tested on BTCC, so they're going to have a lot to learn. I know he's taken a lot of people with him, but
yeah, I mean, it's going to be very interesting, Plato. I'm not against it. I didn't really watch touring cars when Plato was around, so I'm honestly very excited to see him in touring cars. Obviously not racing, but you get the point. But it should be interesting. But anyways, this is an F1 podcast.
yes, and it's
Yes.
my turn
So,
for race
John.
of the season.
race
Right,
of the
so
season.
I have two, and the reason I've went for two is my first one is going to be Mexico, and the reason I think that will be race of the season is because it will be cancelled because of everything that's happening in Mexico at the moment. And if it doesn't get sorted out, I don't think there's any way they can race in Mexico with what's happening at the moment. I mean, unless they can sort that out, I think Formula One may pull the Mexico Grand Prix.
Mexico
So
will be
why
very
does-
interesting.
So why does that make that your race of the season?
No.
Because it's been cancelled.
That's one of two. So that's a race of the season or a moment of the season because it will be cancelled. I'm going to go with Barcelona
Ooh.
because I do love the layout of that track, and I have been playing it over there 125 recently, and reminded myself how good a track that is to drive. And I think with the experience that's on the grid and with the types of corners that there is, I think that it could turn into be one of the best races of the season. But that's just my opinion. Amber,
Yeah,
what's
I mean-
next? Not dwelling on that one.
Yeah,
No,
fair enough.
and I'm
Just-
gonna ask. Go on, Aaron.
Sorry, just quickly while we're on this. You mentioned Mexico with the F1.
Mm-hmm.
I feel for Mexico, whoever's might try to run the sport there,
Mm-hmm.
because this year they've got brand new regulations for Formula One, and they're hosting the Football World Cup, and I know this is kicking off.
But
So
what I will
it-
say is,
Yeah,
was there not a Formula E race there in the last couple of months? he is not probably on the same scale as Formula One with the amount of people coming in.
Well, just on mentioning that, John, with them making an image, it just made me think of this is very random, very off topic. Can we remember in Berlin, I think Formula E, I can't remember what year it was, where Just Stop Oil jumped on the grid before the race started?
We also
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
something
Series?
similar to that at Silverstone, remember?
Yeah, they had that
Yeah.
film stuff, but then do you know had the massive crash? It got red flagged and there was no television of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you've got Just Stop Oil at a Formula E event, which is the only fully electric motorsport series in the world.
Just
Yeah,
complete
great.
opposite of what you're.
I know.
Like Formula E.
Yeah. Saying that, I didn't know where you were going with that, Aaron, because I actually remember the Berlin Wall coming down as well. I'm that old. I remember.
Yeah, no.
I
See-
remember David Hasselhoff on top of the, or Michael Knight, as he's more well known, on top of the Berlin Wall singing this mad song that he called Freedom or something. That's where I thought
Yeah.
you were going with that, actually.
I wasn't alive for that, but yeah, there's interesting stuff like that. But before we get into like a historian, Cold War podcast, let's go back onto Amber. Amber,
Yes.
what's our next category?
I don't want to say this next category because I know what 2 out of 4 answers are going to be. So, John, give us the history of the Cold War.
I think there's one more left.
Yeah, there is. Well done. I'm going to let everyone else answer this before I do.
Okay, Finn,
Is
who's your World
world-
Drivers Champion?
Yeah.
My World
Hold up.
Drivers Champion is, drumroll please. I like how Amber's taken off her headphones. It is Lando Norris
Lando.
with my trusty coaster that was kindly gifted by my girlfriend.
I will say I appreciate that your girlfriend got you a gift. I don't like what it is, but I appreciate that she got you a gift.
I appreciate it as well, considering she's a Max Verstappen fan.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's an even bigger compliment.
I know.
I bet that's
I
fun
know.
watching the race with her.
Oh, it was so
Awesome.
funny. So funny.
By the way, just to clarify, I don't mean that as in, oh, Max fans are bad. I just mean it's funny because obviously Max and Lando are in this sort of transit fight last season.
It was.
Just
It
for
was.
viewers out there, just to be safe. But I will go ahead with my World Drivers Champion, and I think Amber's going to be surprised by this. Amber, put them on. It's not Lando.
No, you cannot make me.
It's not Lando.
It's why do I not believe you?
I would love a Lando World Championship, right? But I feel like McLaren have put a lot into that 25 car, and we're going to be a little bit on the back foot. It can still probably happen, but I'm going to go with a Ferrari driver. As much as Lewis's 8th would be sick, I'm going to go and purely just for everything that he's been through and with all the stuff with Ferrari, I'm going to say Charles Leclerc is going to be your 2026 World Drivers Champion with Lando Norris in a close second place.
Okay.
And Oscar Piastri in like 5th.
Yeah.
just to piss off.
Oscar will bottle it. He won't have the 24-point lead that he had last season.
I think McLaren will be slight on the back foot. As much as I'd love to see them just come out, 1-2 in Australia. Actually, no, 1-4 in Australia. It would be, it's a bit unrealistic in my opinion. But Ferrari looking strong, Mercedes looking strong as well. I think it'll be a bit of a battle between George, Lando, and Charles. Probably going to Abu Dhabi, and then we'll be quite interesting there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to
Finally.
go for the person who I want to win the World Drivers' Championship, and I hope they will win the Drivers' Championship. And I will go back to a previous statement that now he's in a car that he is enjoying. I think it could be Lewis Hamilton.
Oh.
So we've got 4. Oh, no, I know Amber's is going to be bloody Lando Norris, so we've got at least 3 different
How
champions.
do you know? I might have changed my tune.
Considering the fact that you absolutely hated Guts, even though it was like the nicest driver on the grid.
I don't hate it. Okay, I do not hate Lando Norris.
So you
Lando,
hate
if you're
Lando
listening to the
Norris's
podcast,
quote unquote favoritism.
I know where you're
Yeah.
coming from. You think, and again, just everyone watching and listening, these are personal views, by the way. I know you think that he stopped
Everyone's
Oscar
got
from
his
winning that
opinions.
championship, don't you?
It's not even that I think, it's that he did. In Drive to Survive, which is coming out tomorrow on Netflix, or tomorrow as of recording. It's coming out. Yeah, it's coming out on Netflix. Netflix were shut out of the difficult conversations that Oscar Piastri had with Zach Brown, and if you trust and listen to P1 with Matt and Tommy, they also have said that, you know, Netflix did a random sit down with Zach Brown and Oscar Piastri, and during the championship fight, and it was the most awkward thing in the world. They were trying to position it as Zach Brown and Oscar Piastri were this team, and they were constantly together and scheming against Lando, when we all know that in actuality, Lando is Zach Brown's favourite. Always has been, probably always will be. And Oscar is the favourite of Andrea Stella.
I want to add something in here, and I'm only saying this because I'm a union rep at work, right? See, when you're having difficult conversations, you need it to be private. You need to shut out any, as in Drive to Survive would be telecameras and producer, because it's not just a camera that's there. You've got a sound guy there, you've got a producer there, you've got all that kind of stuff. So those kind of conversations are always going to be private. They have to be. But also on the same side of it, they could have maybe released a bit more information after. But again, it's like if I'm in an investigation at work, I can't tell anyone what happens behind that door, because it's a private moment. It's GDPR and all that kind of jazz. I know these guys sign contracts to say that media's allowed here and all this information will be given and all that kind of stuff, but not to the detriment of the team. So if you've got Drive to Survive in a room, and he's calling him an F and this, and he's calling him that, and they air that, that's detrimental to the McLaren team, because it makes it look like that's what they always do.
Yes, but I will also
that'd be a very funny thing to watch, my opinion.
I also, kind of on that point, John, I don't mean, I'm going to be a devil's advocate here. Haas, in one of the first series of Drive to Survive, when it was Kevin Magnussen and I want to say Nico Hulkenberg at Haas, they weren't necessarily allowed behind closed doors, but they were still wearing a microphone. And it was one of these days that they were having, Gunther Steiner was just ripping shreds out of the drivers, and that's where his famous "he does not fox smash my door" quote came from.
Hold on.
So,
he does not fox smash my door.
So I'm kind
but
of
that
like,
was an accidental mic
I don't know,
switch on or kept on. The team, Drive to Survive and Netflix, will need to go to the team to say, can we air this?
Yeah.
It could have been that Haas said no. It just so happens that they said aye, because obviously they didn't think it was detrimental. Whatever happened in that McLaren room between them was obviously, they just wanted that to be McLaren business and McLaren business only.
Which ultimately proves my point of McLaren favoured Lando.
Right, let me butt into this debate here.
Okay, I'm not going to listen, but okay.
So first of all, for those wondering about what we're on about with the Drive to Survive thing, because it was a few years ago now, I want to say it was 2018 British Grand Prix. The Haas drivers take each other out, and they both got starting good size off it, and Gunther just went through them. It is quite funny to watch back. Probably wasn't funny at the time, but hey, I'm not a Haas employee yet. Maybe, I don't know if I'm employed by Haas.
I don't think it was as funny as Gunther Steiner trying to do the kids words on that podcast that I was watching the other day.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. So what in real crime doesn't know. My question is, if you have a driver that has been in your team for what, 6, 7 seasons now? Shut up, then. But yeah, you have a driver that's been in there for about 7 seasons odd, and then you've got a new boy that's only in his 3rd season with the team. You're clearly gonna have leaning towards the driver who's been there for 7 years because he's loyal to the team. For all we know, Oscar Piastri is going to turn around the end of the season or during the season and go, nah, screw you, I'm gone, and go away. Lando stayed loyal to McLaren. He probably will stay McLaren for his entire career.
But
It's never-
do you remember Oscar Piastri when he was getting his Formula One drive?
Yeah,
Was it Alpine put a tweet out to
Yeah.
say welcome Oscar? He's like, no, that's rubbish. That's BS. I'm
Yeah.
going to McLaren.
I mean, no wonder that they're going with the loyalty of Lando Norris. Because, yet
yes,
again,
but
yeah, for
that
all we know.
whole
but
situation only came out because Alpine had assumed he was going to sing for them when
Yeah.
they hadn't actually asked him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
Like,
Alpine
they just
detail, let's be
assumed.
honest.
Yeah.
So that's where things kind of went
Yeah.
wrong.
Just on your point of loyalty as well, Aaron, I don't care what anybody says. Loyalty is only as good as how much money you're being paid. If Lando Norris was offered 60 million to go and drive to Ferrari, it's bye McLaren. He's
No,
off.
he wouldn't.
Yes,
he
he
would
would.
not.
Yes,
No,
he
he
would.
wouldn't. No, he
Anybody
wouldn't.
would.
See, I'm saying if I'm on £20 million a year at McLaren, I'm in a competitive car. I am
No,
not leaving
listen.
McLaren.
No,
for Ferrari.
listen.
You know,
He's on 20 million salary, right? But if he got offered a 60 million salary with Ferrari, as well as all the other stuff that comes with it, they probably earn about 120, 130 million. He's not going to earn that at McLaren. Money's everything, Aaron.
I mean,
Honestly,
I'm just
money
saying.
is everything.
No, I don't think Lando would. My heart says no.
What do you think, Finn?
I think that money makes the world go round, but I also think if Zach really did favour McLaren, did he hop in Oscar's car and make him go a second slower every lap? Did he make Oscar crash in Baku, and did he make Lando suddenly have that comeback up in
That
those
is
triple
something.
header up until Mexico?
Yeah, the only
That made
way,
him come
I
back
think
from
the only way
24.
that Zach would have had any sort of input, which he wouldn't have had in the first place, because he's got, please excuse me for watching live on YouTube, but he's got no fucking clue about strategy. So but that is the only way Zach would have had an influence, because when the driver gets behind the wheel, no matter who you're driving for, what car you're driving for, you pull the visor down and you go for it. So,
Yeah.
and strategy calls messed up. They messed up a few strategy calls last year. Whether it was on purpose or not on purpose, I'm not at liberty to say because I don't know. But I've got to admit, I've got to go with these two guys, Amber, on this one when it comes to Lando, though. He's obviously driven better than Oscar throughout the year to win it.
But then again, you can't really sort of settle it with a 3-1 because at the end of the day, we're all Lando fans.
Yeah.
It's just the Oscar Piastri army.
Yeah.
Not
Sorry, Amber, you must feel a bit ganged up
I was
on
going
right
to
now.
get ganged up on here, but
It's
but yeah.
fine. I always do. It's always Aaron, always making some sort
You
of.
know, I'll take anything all the time. I know it because I support a better driver at the end of the day. Just start say it. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting
Okay,
debate.
when Lando Norris wins 4 F3 and F2 back to back to back,
When Oscar
me know.
Piastri wins the F1 championship, let me know.
Yeah, then they can talk to us. Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie. F4, F3, and F2, you can win all of them, but if you didn't really win F1, then you're not really considered like the GOAT. Does that mean that if you win 7
you know,
F4
this leave
championships, you're
button
above
is
a
looking
Michael
very shiny right now.
Schumacher?
Is this why you enjoyed the David Addison interviews so much? Because you only had to verse one person rather than three, Amber.
I wasn't even versing him. He just talked and it was wonderful. We gave him a prompt and he just talked. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
Incredible.
David Addison was great, that one.
There
You need
was
to
a
watch
certain
it if you haven't watched it.
yes.
Yeah.
There was a certain thing that we had to cut out that no one apart from us three knows.
Please remember we're still live on YouTube.
Yes, that is why I'm not saying
We'll
it.
talk about that after. But
To be fair,
yeah,
I
what
can't
other-
even remember it, so
See, to be honest with you, Finn, I think these two had such a ball because I wasn't there anyway.
yes.
Yeah. While we're on the debate of mates in Formula One here, it was brought up earlier in the podcast 2021 by you, John, with Abu Dhabi. Are we getting into that?
What was
No.
that? Remind me.
No?
I don't know what it was. I can't remember.
I can't remember. It didn't
We are
happen.
not doing Abu Dhabi.
One crazy prediction for the 2026 season. Go.
Lando Norris wins the first 5 races. Well, I said
Lando
that,
Norris
that's not gonna happen.
Lando Norris DNFs at least 3 times.
Are we going for like properly weird predictions here?
Just crazy predictions.
Stroll wins the World Championship.
Crazy.
Poor
Crazy,
Lance.
not ridiculous.
What's the odds on that? Is it like, what, 1,000 to 1?
It's probably about the same odds as Lance Stroll getting through a whole season without crashing.
To be fair.
Let's
To be
check
fair.
the odds of the Lance Stroll World Championship. Hold on.
20 million to 1, probably.
Yeah,
While-
that would be a hefty payout.
While you're looking for that, Aaron, I'm just going to go through a couple of stats, right? So, in the Bahrain testing, the engine that did the most laps was a Mercedes engine through all the engines, i.e. Mercedes Works Team, and McLaren and Williams. So they did a total of 1,554 laps, which is a total mileage of 5,226. Next was Ferrari with 994 laps, which is a total of 3,342 miles. Next on the list was Red Bull Powertrains, also known as Ford. And they did a total laps of 736, which is 2,475 miles. Next was Audi with 357 laps, which is a total of 1,200 miles. And last at the bottom, but we knew that anyway, was Honda with a total over the whole Bahrain test of 128 laps, with a total mileage of 429 or 430 if you round it up. So Honda are at the bottom of the list, but if they can get their engine sorted out, they did well with Red Bull, so they could move up. They could move up. And also,
So,
just because I'm on stats at the moment, what's that?
Who wants to guess the odds of a Lance Stroll World Championship?
10,000 to 1.
10,000.
50 million to 1.
Right.
2
John?
million to 1.
5-1. That's
that
the
it?
number.
500
Yeah,
to 1.
That's
Thumbs
not
one.
bad.
That's not bad, because for every £1 you put down, you're getting 500 quid back, aren't you?
Yeah, to
chuck
be
a tenner
fair.
on that.
Aye,
Just in case.
Chuck a pound just in case, see what happens.
exactly.
50
I-
billet.
You've probably seen it online as well, guys, but I've also got they've selected the first 3 tyre compounds for the first 3 races of 2026. So the first race in Australia, we're going to have C3, C4, and C5. So your C3 is going to be your hard, C4 is going to be your medium, and C5 is going to be your soft.
Sorry, just remind us. C5, is that the softest or the hardest?
5 is the softest. C1 is the
Right.
hardest. China, we're going to have C2, C3, and C4. And in
Okay.
Japan, we're going to have C1, C2, and C3. So for those that don't know about Formula One tyres, that means that what we would class as a hard in Australia will be classed as the soft in Japan. And what we class as a hard in Japan will be classed as a medium hard in China will be a medium in Japan. So that looks quite
Right.
interesting. And it looks
Wow.
like they have to use the soft. They have to use the C4 or C3 in qualifying. They can't do a qualifying without using the soft.
Or on top of the tyres and all that. Is it just me? Who remembers the Pirelli tyre rainbow?
Yes.
Yeah.
What, the colours of all the tyres?
Yeah, how you get like the super soft, the super hard, was it? Something like that?
No, they had the purple, which was purple and pink, wasn't it? Which was super soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hypersoft.
And then
And
extreme.
then had-
It was extreme soft, super soft, soft, medium, hard, wet, extreme wet, or intermediate.
Yeah. Should that come back instead of it being the C1, the C5, or what 3 tyres we have every single weekend? Just chuck all 5 tyres on them, just name them. Super soft, super hard, hard, medium, soft.
Good point.
Should that be considered?
I don't know enough about tyres to give you a good answer to that.
What I can
Yeah,
tell you,
yeah.
Aaron, is they do have a C6, C7, and C8, which they run in Formula 2 and Formula 3.
See,
Aaron,
you've done it once, only once.
You'll see Formula 2s and F2s and F3s running with the pink sidewall tyres and the purple sidewall tyres. You did last year anyway. I don't know if it's the same this year.
yes.
Yeah.
I always
And come on over. So just before we end this off, I'm assuming, what are we saying for the Australian Grand Prix? Start with
Oscar
qualifying.
Piastri wins.
No one. Qualifying. What are we saying is our what we're going for? Top 5? Top 3?
For qualifying,
As it comes up on Saturday. Because actually qualifying happened by the time this is out, so
Max Lando Charles.
Max Lando Charles, alright. Amber, what are you saying? Let me guess. Oscar and Lando P22.
Oscar Max Charles.
Oscar Max Charles, alright. John?
Charles, Kimmy, Max.
Charles, Kimmy, Max. I like that. I am gonna say Hamilton, Russell, Norris. Sharp P4. I reckon that. Race podium, who's saying? Joe, same order again, Finn.
Charles, Lando, Max.
Charles, Max, Amber.
Oscar Piastri and everyone else DNF. Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris.
Are you sure you ain't gonna be off at the penultimate corner again? Anyways, John.
I'm going to go with winner Russell, second Max, and third Charles.
I'm gonna go Charles P1, Lando P2, Lewis P3, George Russell engine failure.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's another good point. We'll
An
say
engine
I'll have the race.
failure from one of the strongest engines in testing.
Oh, see, that's the beauty of it. You know, nobody's gonna expect it.
But do you know what, mate?
100%.
Do you know what, mate? When you look at the figures, they've actually done 2,000 more miles across the whole of the Mercedes range.
Yeah.
They've done 2,000 more miles than everybody else. But then they do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 engines on the grid, whereas Ferrari's only got 1, 2, 3, 4. Are the same. 5, 6. They've got 6 as well. Ford's only got 4 engines. Renault's only got 2. Audi's got 2. And Honda's got 2.
Yeah. The only thing I'm saying for this weekend as well is I keep seeing this get thrown about TikTok, right? In 2022, Carlos Sainz, no, was it Carlos Sainz? Charles Leclerc, won the Australian Grand Prix. In 2023, he retired from the race. In 2023, Verstappen won it. In 2024, he retired from the race. In 24, Carlos won it, and in 25, he retired from the race. In 25, Lando Norris won it. In 26,
He's going to break the curse and win it.
exactly.
He is gonna
Finn,
retire.
You went on. Me and you on the same
You know
wavelength,
what?
mate.
if that happens, Lando does DNF, you'll be able to hear my screams of joy from fucking space.
I will be crying at 5 a.m. on Sunday to March 8th if that happens.
And I will just be crying with happiness, you'll be crying with sadness, and we'll both be messaging each other, being like, oh, I'm so sad, oh, I'm so happy. It's like literally that TikTok sound.
Yeah,
And
Amber,
I will just be
I will
making fun
say,
of you.
If Lando DNFs and I get a single message from you, you're not hearing from me for a week, right?
No, what a shame.
Can I ask you a favour, Amber?
Depends.
See the next time you're expecting a text message, can you give me a bit of notice? Because I'm going to pick my webcam up and I'm just going to point it that way.
What?
To be honest,
And-
I'm not expecting it. So Aaron's not listening. My notification tone is, if I can find it. Da-da-da-da-da.
I'm not on about this point, by the way. I'm so aware of that.
Was
Oh,
that.
God.
There you go.
Of course it is.
Fair enough. I have a phenomenal notification tone, and I will play it for you just now.
God.
It is, if I can find it, it is an incredible notification.
See, I'm using my
tone.
phone as an extra webcam, so I can't get my phone and show you mine.
Wait, I've forgotten how to find it.
Go
You go
to
to
settings and then
Ringtone.
sounds. Yeah.
I've got it.
So
I've got it.
Matrix.
So my notification sound is this.
That's
Hey.
good.
my notification sound is number one. Who wants to hear my ringtone? Because I think it's absolutely elite.
No, not really.
My room
Elliot,
anyway.
When are you kidding? Go for it.
Oh, it's just stopped. Where's it stopped? Go away.
Oh,
Just from those bars, that is the original Formula One tune.
the
Yeah.
chain.
There we go.
The
And then
chain
my
with
old
Fleetwood
was
Mac.
I think I'm gonna pull one for a while as well. I've got to be careful not to play too much of that, or else we'll be copyrighted.
Do you know what, guys?
Yeah.
That would actually be it'd be totally off topic for what the podcast is. But have you ever done those?
Yeah.
We do it in the house all the time. So we go through, we get a Spotify playlist and play the first 4 or 5 seconds of it, or until you know it's going to give the song away, and see if anyone can guess the song. That's quite a fun
yeah.
one.
No, that's quite fun.
But is that us for the questions?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I believe so.
So there we go. That was the 2026 Formula One prediction update podcast from myself, Amber, and Aaron, with our lovely special guest, as always, Formula Finn. If you don't already, guys, please go over to his TikTok and give him a wee follow. He is at Formula Finn. I think you do have a personal channel as well, don't you, mate? But I don't think you want that put out there.
No, I just use my Formula Finn one.
Super.
It's
And
just-
then we also have Amber and Orange.
That is me.
You'll find Amber on TikTok under Amber and Orange, and you'll find the wee guy there as the cadet marshal. Or
The wee guy.
Aye, the wee guy.
I'm not wee.
The
Also
youngest,
known-
the
I'm
youngest.
just the wee one.
and I'm
You're
sure
12, so
I'm sure
I'm
at
not
some
12,
point
I'm
he
15, shut
will,
up.
I'm sure at some point he will be changing his name to the Crash Supervisor. So if you don't already, please go into the Spotify podcast, Amazon podcast, Apple podcast, anywhere that you listen to your podcasts online. There is a whole load of them out there that I didn't realize we get pushed to. So it is out there. And this video will be live on YouTube Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Which Saturday, we're not sure of yet. Either be this Saturday or next Saturday. Not sure. But for those of you who subscribe, you will have seen this live.
You got that.
There was more than that before, but it's down to 2 now. They must know we're getting towards the end. But no,
I was on it earlier.
thank you, Amber. Thank you, Aaron, and thank you, Finn. Much appreciated. And we
Thank
will
you,
see
John.
you next time. Bye bye.